It's fucking OD, bro. This shit is so fucking unbelievable, nigga. So fucking unbelievable. How? How? How the fuck do you have that level of momentum, that type of momentum? You are going on a crazy fucking run. The defense is elite. Scoring is there. The AD pick and roll looks unstoppable. And yet you still lose this fucking game. This is now the second game where they lose because this nigga Anthony Davis couldn't make free throws. This nigga, another game where LeBron's defense down the stretch is non-existent. And another game where this nigga Darvin Ham will not take Russ out of games where it does not make any sense for him to close because the opposing team is going to leave him open. Again. How does that happen? Seriously, how does that happen, bro? How the hell do you, bro, the fuck the nigga? Just a quick recap. Just a quick recap. Nigga, the score was 81-61 with 6:48 in the third. I thought the game was over then. The fucking fake comeback started, though. And it almost seemed like they were finishing it because in less than 12 minutes, the Lakers gained back the lead 92-88. They went on some ridiculous ass 30.5 run. Some ridiculous run. Ridiculous run. It was 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the Celtics only scored 5 points in the fourth quarter. How is that possible that you lose that game? In 9 minutes, the Lakers were on a 32-5 run. They held the Celtics to 5 points in basically 7 minutes of play. There was a point in the game where the Lakers had a 13-point lead. The Lakers blew a 13-point lead with less than 4 minutes to go. How do you do that? How do you go to a 32-5 run, have a 13-point lead with less than 4 minutes left to go in regulation, then you lose?
I mean, the defensive attention and awareness, those final 4 minutes was God right awful, bro. I mean, that Bron leaving Marcus Smart open shot, like that's the one that sticks out in my head. The team was clearly gaining some momentum, the Celtics were, right? You come down, you haven't been getting a lot of stops. AD perfectly had his man sealed up, but because he didn't want to go rotate out, he left Marcus Smart wide open. Also, but you can go ahead. Keep going ahead, Lo. Is this nigga here?
No, I'm here, bro.
Oh,
nigga,
okay.
I genuinely, it's not just because LeBron execution wasn't there defensively, offensively sitting on possessions, not. LeBron is sitting on possessions, not doing anything offensively, stagnating the offense, trying to run half court, chucking up shots at the end of regulation, not getting anything. And like I keep telling you niggas, this team cannot compete because it's basically a two-man team. So Darvin Ham got to play LeBron and AD all fucking fourth quarter damn near just for them to pull out a game, even though they up 13 points with 4 minutes left. So at the end of the game, guess what? Both of these niggas gassed. But at the end of the day, you right, Ash. It don't fucking matter. How the hell do you just stop playing defense in the middle of possession to give Marcus Smart a wide open three? How the hell do you miss free throws again, Anthony Davis? How does that happen? And going back to Darvin Ham, I have no idea why we are this deep into the season and he still is playing Russ in situations where it doesn't make sense. It don't make no sense for that nigga to be out there. They sagging off him. They rotating. They helping on pick and rolls. There's no need for it. Nigga, it don't make no sense, bro. You have that type of momentum. You are holding this team to 5 points in a 9-minute stretch. In the same time, you're scoring 32 points. You go from being down 20 by being up 13. In basically a matter of 13, 14 minutes, you go down from being 20 to being up by 13. You have that type of momentum and you can't close? Before I bring people up, because this shit right here, bro. Before I bring y'all up, shout out to JT. Nigga closed out the game like he was supposed to. And nigga Marcus Smart almost, I don't, that man Marcus Smart, him almost single-handedly was about to just throw that game away. But shout out to JT, close the game like he's supposed to. That's why he's in the conversation to win MVP. I mean, he was out there fucking cooking and hooping niggas.
Oh, and Jaylen Brown too. That nigga was cooking in that OT, man, and the final minutes of that fourth. That nigga was him. He's certified.
Shout out to that duo. Shout out to because people think I don't say nothing. Shout out to AD and LeBron in the first in that stretch at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth. That pick and roll was unstoppable, but they was out there landing on him, and that defense was top tier.
Please shout out Russ though. He did play a good fourth. He played a good.
Shout out to not even the fourth. Shout out to Westbrook defensively in the second half. He was amazing. But all of that almost, it basically means nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing if you cannot close out the game, bro. It means nothing. That is a Lakers' second loss where they lost in that fashion, when you just can't close out a game. You lose like that twice. You lose like that against Philly and now this team?
Real quick, I just want to know, I mean, do you think there's like any positive to take away? Like moving forward, like do you think there's any positive, or do you just not care because this is the second time you've choked the game like this?
The defense, I'm starting to be more convinced that the defense might be legit because they have really great stretches defensively. But it's still at the end of the day, and I've said it once, I've said it twice, I'll keep saying it. The team lives and dies by Anthony Davis and LeBron, and certain nights like tonight, even that ain't enough, bro. I'm sorry. LeBron is not 28, bro. He's not 30. He's not 32. He cannot go out there and play minutes like that and give 100% effort every single night, bro. He can't do it. It shouldn't even be expected of this nigga to do it. But he can't, bro. I'm sorry. I am sorry to tell y'all that. I'm sorry to break it over y'all skulls. But it's the truth, bro. He should not even be expected to do it. He's in year 20, over 50,000 regular season minutes. He should not be expected to go out there and play 43 minutes just to compete, but he has to. And that is the problem, that he has to do it. That's the problem. The problem with the team is that LeBron has to play like a top 5, top 7, top 10 player for them to compete, and it's still not even enough because the nigga's still going to have to clock in 38, 39, 40-plus minutes, and they can still lose the game. AD and LeBron have to play perfect basketball, and they should no one should never have to be in a situation where they have to play perfect basketball just so they can compete. They should have the ability to have some leeway, off nights, missed free throws, bad defensive rotations, but that's not the reality of the team. They got to play perfect every night, every possession, every quarter, just so they can compete, and they can still lose. That's the problem.
But I mean, you guys didn't do that tonight, though. I mean, You guys were down
I
20
know,
for
but
most of the
what
game.
I'm
No, I
saying
get what you're saying.
in
That
the,
just wasn't really the case.
I would argue in the stretch in which we were on the 32-5 run, they damn near were playing perfect basketball.
Yeah, you niggas were literally getting stop after stop after stop after stop. Like
Literally
over and over and over again.
OT was just a sham.
It wasn't even just OT. Like around, look, we were watching Discord, nigga. I called it like the 6-minute mark. I'm like, watch, the game was gonna start to take a toll on you niggas, and you guys cannot handle to play this good for this long. And it happened literally within like 4-minute mark around the fourth quarter. It just started to collapse, like everything. Defense wasn't looking good. LeBron just stopped rotating. JT
he
was
just
finding
stopped.
cuts. Russell Westbrook played good defense, but then on offense, like he just like a liability because of the spacing problem. AD can't get any post touches because of that.
These niggas get on my nerves, bro.
Like
Hey, real talk. I'm. Oh Lord.
It's just it was so many bad things. Deverham should have took him out. Like when they literally had control of the game, he should have took him out, added more spacing, and they could have out. Like in my opinion, I think that's what could have happened. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is though. That's so tough, man.
Hey, why didn't Darvin Ham call a timeout when they hit the 3 to cut it to 10? He should have called a timeout.
Why did he call a timeout when LeBron was trying to pull up from 3?
Yeah, that was bad coaching.
But I'm going back because the 10-minute, like not 10-minute, but when they were the Lakers were up 13. Boston hits a 3, cuts it to 10. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was off of a bad shot or like a turnover. It was like one of those momentum transition type threes. Instead of calling a timeout, he just sits there, lets them play basketball. LeBron and Russ, I don't know whose fault it is, but you can't turn the ball over on the fucking inbound. Smart steals the ball, lays it up. Now it's an 8-point game. And any coach worth anything calls a timeout there when they cut it to 10, because you understand how dangerous the Celtics are. You understand that you've been riding this unit. That unit played the entire, like from the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. They played the entire half, bro. Almost. Like Russ played from the 6-minute mark of the third quarter to the end of the game. I think AD and Bron played the entire fourth and may have closed the third. Like, they played so much basketball. And you don't call a timeout at any point when Boston starts getting it going. That's weird, bro.
Bro, Wes, hold on. Wes, hey, we about to sit here and we're about to nitpick and say they should have done this. Bro, this second game, AD has choked his free throw line, bro.
Yep.
Anthony
Talk
Davis
about
misses
it,
free
bro.
throw
Talk
to
about
win the game.
No, because we
free
really need to
throws,
talk
nigga, to
about
steal
it.
the
A
game.
top
Talk
10
about
player, a top 10 player in the league can't be trusted at the line in
That's
clutch
fair.
time situations.
That's fair. But the problem is that
AD played
real
great.
talk. Listen, bro. The problem with that is I understand him missing his free throws, and we all get it. He choked at the line, but there were so many problems that happened before then that could have been avoided.
But KB, that's just basketball, bro. KB, that's basketball. At the end of the day, you at the end of the day, you've played amazing, bro. These
31-5 run, bro.
Harlem Globetrotters.
32-5
nigga,
run.
real talk. I
32-5
agree.
run,
He
Bron
should.
is windmilling.
A team like
I'm not saying
Boston,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
is
I'm not
always
saying
going to
you're
make
wrong.
runs.
I'm not
Yeah, I
saying
want
Like
you're
Boston
wrong.
always going to make runs.
Let me give you the official number just quickly. From the 6:48 mark, where I got the screenshot where they were up by 20, the Celtics. From the 6:48 mark in the third quarter to the 3-minute and 40-second mark in the fourth, that's when they made the shot, and then Marcus Smart got the steal. That in that stretch, that is I want to say basically a 12-minute stretch. I'm sorry, a 14-minute stretch. A 14-minute stretch of basketball. In that stretch, the Lakers scored 45 points and held the Boston Celtics to 12 points. And then after, and I agree that something should have happened. After I think it was Grant made the 3, and then Marcus Smart stole the ball in the inbounds. They should have called a timeout. Or they did call a timeout.
Well, they did, but he should have.
Yeah,
they did.
They called a timeout.
They kept Russ
and they
in
came
though.
back.
After that.
They called a timeout.
That's not Russ' fault.
We're not blaming Russ. I'm not blaming Russ for it. I'm saying Darvin Ham should have took him out though.
at that point.
Yeah, no. There was a point where he should have came out. Like
No,
that's
no,
That's what I'm
nah,
saying.
that's
You gotta
true.
take
No,
All
those
right,
West,
bro.
West,
in the
that's
overtime,
for
especially.
sure true. That's
Because
for sure true.
look at the
It's
spacing that
not
they
for
If,
had
sure true.
with
It's
AD.
no, no,
not.
West,
It's
West.
Bro,
not.
AD
No,
had
West.
no
Nigga, we
spacing.
all
Yo,
were
Let
just
me
not.
speak.
We
Let me
literally
let me let me
recently
Russ was the best
played.
defender.
yo, one mic,
But
please.
it is true though. It is. There was a moment where it was very
He
clear
was
that Russ
playing
did
too
not
well
need to be out there.
defensively. No, the
N-
fuck it's not.
No,
Yeah,
Russ
no,
was the best.
look,
He was
But
playing
listen.
too well
how
defensively.
am I still
I don't want to
muted
hear
but
that.
after
on
him?
the
Stop.
other
What the heck?
end, Luke Cornett is literally just shading him from
Yo,
the free throw
Wes,
line, just
Wes, I have a question for you. Wes, I
Oh
have a
my
question for you.
god,
forcing him to
you
take
niggas are
bad shots
so
that he doesn't even
jaded.
want to take.
Y'all
Yo,
are so
Wes,
jaded.
hold up,
He
hold up. Let me
wasn't
ask Wes
taking
a
bad
question.
shots.
Do
Let
we
me ask
not
Wes a
remember
question.
the
That's not what
play? He
happened.
kicked it to LeBron
Nah,
and he
Wes.
gave it back to
Oh
Here's
him.
my
my thing.
god.
Here's
Hoist
my
up a
thing.
back
Here's
up.
my thing. The like what was working so well tonight was the pick and roll with AD and Bron. AD had like 37, and I get it. People want to talk about the fact that he missed those 2 free throws. It's bad. He got to work on them. But this game would not be this game without AD throughout the entire game, defensively and offensively. But in that overtime, what the Celtics basically did was, you know what? Hey, somebody else but this nigga with a brow is going to beat us. And
Facts.
they basically said, you know what? If Russ has the ball, we are not going to guard you. They
Wait,
had corner and what Russ was doing the first 2 baskets, which looked good, was that you know what? I'm going straight to the rim. I'm going to beat Cornette. I'm going to get those, and I'm just going to beat him to the rim. But in those situations, it's like, all right, well,
His
if
first
Cornette's just going to
basket
sit
was
down in the
being
paint,
guarded by Jaylen
wait,
Brown.
but
So it's
DJ,
not about
my
Fournette.
issue is my
Please
issue.
don't.
Wait, no, Wes, I'm about to
That
defend
shit
Russ
is
because
corny.
my issue is that one, there's not really much like he can do in that situation. Like he can't just put his head down, go to the
yeah,
rim all
you,
the
you
time.
don't put him in.
Especially, let me
He
finish. Let me
shouldn't be in the
finish.
game.
Especially when Boston's like defense was starting to crowd rush already in the half court. And then the second thing that I think you're forgetting is it's not like the Lakers got a shooter off the bench you can just go put in the game, and that's not happening to them. Let's be
Lonnie
serious.
Walker.
Thank
Lonnie
you.
Walker.
Thank
Even
you.
if
Thank
Lonnie
you.
Walker, I was about to say you could
he
put
was
Lonnie
on the
Walker in
court,
that
he
shit.
Look
was
how
on the
dumb.
court.
Look
What are
how
we
dumb
talking
Troy
y'all
about?
No, he
Brown.
are.
wasn't. No,
Troy
he
No, he
Brown.
wasn't. No,
wasn't.
he
No, he
was
wasn't.
not.
He
He
was
wasn't.
not.
Yes,
Lonnie
he was. It
wasn't.
was
Listen,
Troy Brown.
Lonnie was on the court at
It was Troy Brown, also Reeves,
I
LeBron, AD, and Russ.
I have the numbers in
Lonnie
front of me.
Lonnie was
Lonnie Walker,
Lonnie was on the court.
from that 3 to 4 minute mark in the fourth quarter, throughout the rest of the game, including overtime, only played 2 minutes.
Exactly. So
The players who played every single minute through
Troy
that
Brown.
stretch was LeBron, AD, Russ, and Reeves, and they basically played Troy Brown 6 minutes and Lonnie the other some
Wes, I
minutes.
tried to defend your boy. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm
I don't know.
saying.
I don't
I
know
tried to
why
defend
he.
your
I'd
boy.
rather have
I mean,
Lonnie in
y'all,
that
He
fourth
had
quarter
to
than
be
Russ
stupid if they
or
want
at
to
the
beat
top
the
of
Wes,
the key in
game.
Wes,
It's
Russ.
Wes.
okay. It's
bro, all of
okay.
y'all
Because
talking at one time,
Not
bro.
blaming
Like,
him.
golly.
Bro,
Hey,
we're trying
I
to
don't know
ask
why.
you
LeBron
I
said,
don't.
this
like,
one
hold on,
question, bro.
real
That's
talk.
it.
It's valid to sit and acknowledge that Russ does hurt the spacing. It is invalid to sit here and act like there's another option for the Lakers to fucking go to that is all automatically so much better. And it's also bullshit to sit here and act like the fourth quarter he didn't close well. Russ did his fucking job. AD has to make the free throws, but fuck it because he played well, right? So then we go to
Right.
overtime, and what happens is to start the overtime, Russ goes out, gets 2 baskets to let LeBron and AD. I'm here, and I want to give y'all a little breather. His third basket, wide open shot, just bad shot, doesn't hit it, but cool. Then the next 2 shots he takes are just threes where he's not being guarded. But the offense is fucking shit. The offense is I hold the fucking ball, I look at people, I look at the defense, I look at my offensive players. I don't do anything, no action. I just hold the ball. I see, there are people shading, so I think I can't do anything. And then I pass to Russ because he's wide open. That is not good fucking offense. And if you're going to tell me that it's all on Russ, and it's not on or all on Russ and Ham because
No,
Russ
I
can't
ain't
be
say
in the
that.
game, it's
I ain't say it was all
bullshit.
on
It's
Russ.
You
not
can
on
run,
Russ.
you
It's
Wait,
can
not
run
all
better
on
offense
Russ,
Nah,
than
bro.
that.
the
You can
biggest
run
Y'all
better
even
the
Ham
offense
free
than
said
that.
it
wait,
like
let Wes
a
free
finish.
so
throws should have
long
been
ago. Like I don't.
Let Wes finish, please. Let Wes finish. Thank you.
No, I was done. Like you can run better offense than that though. It's
Okay.
not just
Okay.
Wes.
Can I say something real quick?
bullshit.
Hold on. Goldie.
Okay. Yeah, you can talk.
Okay. Let me say this, bro. I'm getting tired of these. You know, I mean, I know he missed the 2 free throws anyway, bro. What's the point?
That's how it sounds.
What is the point of playing that? Like, bro, you got to close the game out, bro. Bro, you
Wait,
have to close the
wait,
game
real
out.
talk. Are
Like,
you
I
trying to
don't.
mimic me?
All
Wait,
this,
are you?
all
Wait,
this.
wait, wait.
He
Are you trying to
played
mimic me,
great,
nigga?
and yeah, he did. And then
No, that's
he
crazy.
blew it. And then he blew it. So this, bro. hit
That's
the free
supposed to be my
throws.
friend, by
We're
the way.
not sitting here talking about Russell Westbrook shooting threes in overtime. We're not sitting here talking about why did LeBron take another dumbass step back three to try to win the game. We're not talking about none of this. If Anthony Davis hits 2 free throws. So that is who this game is on. AD, go to the free throw line and hit 2 free throws.
Wait,
I
so you're
also, I
putting
also think,
All this
And
what
I
so you're
think
happened.
putting
I
all the
think it's
blame
really
on Russ?
unfair. I think it's really unfair to blame Russ for all that stuff, especially with the way you guys were talking about how tired LeBron and AD were.
Exactly.
Well,
They were
like, was
Yeah,
gassed.
Lonnie Walker
They were
supposed to come in
absolutely
and
I
change
gassed.
it?
agree.
That doesn't make
man.
any sense.
But
On
but
one
are
hand, you're
we?
saying,
Wait, I
And
want
Russ
to.
But
played
that's
that
the
whole
thing. That's the
stretch
thing.
too.
Wait.
No
Russ
one's
didn't
blaming.
rest for
No
Wait,
one's
most
wait.
of the
I'm
blaming
just
time.
all of it
asking.
on Russ, though.
Hold on, wait, because I want to just ask quick because I'm gonna be clear. I'm not blaming on
no,
Russ,
I'm not talking about you,
but
bro.
I don't even think anybody is. I think
Yeah.
people are blaming the idea of Russ still being on the
No,
floor.
no, 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 no. We get that. What I'm saying
So that's
is
a
you can't.
Darvin Ham
Wait,
thing.
no, you can't blame that on Darvin Ham as well. I don't think you can blame that in this situation because on one hand you're telling me LeBron and AD are gas and can't walk up the fucking court or play defense, but on the other hand you're saying don't play the only other ball handler or passer you
Oh
have on the team.
no. I'm not saying it's all on Darvin Ham. I'm saying that's a part of it. Because and let me unmute y'all because let me be quick. What I'm saying is the same things that people would criticize and fuck, it's really a much bigger problem because the team just fucking sucks.
Rob
So
Pelinka.
the same problems that people had with Vogel with his rotations and how many minutes certain players are playing at certain positions and how they can't have certain lineups as floor spacing. It's the same fucking problem with Darvin Ham because there's not enough pieces. So you're right. There's not enough pieces out there because Russ is really the only other competent ball handler who's going to be able to create something for other players because LeBron is fucking gas. And the reason why LeBron is gas because there's no actual fucking wings outside of Troy Brown, and you're playing a team with the 2 best wing duos in the NBA. So this nigga has to fucking play. So yes, it's all of it, but it's the same shit we're dealing with last year. Darvin Ham is his imagination of what the team is supposed to function like in certain situations is handicapped because of the lack of personnel on the team. That is inevitably the biggest problem. However, since that's something that we know already, I get that Russ is playing great. I'm not denying that. But for you to put somebody out there where you know for a fact, even if Russ is going to score, he's also going to give up points offensively as well because they're going to mess up the spacing. So, yes, Wes, you're right. LeBron is sitting there, handling the ball, holding it, not getting into certain players. But the reason why he's doing that is because they set up the post play for AD, and Luke Kennard is sagging off of Russ, and he can't get anything. And me personally, I don't know how Russ even got on the strong side with AD and LeBron because he should know not to do that anyway. But again, once more, he shouldn't even be on the floor. So all of what y'all are saying is true. But at the end of the day, if Darvin Ham knows this is the personnel I have, and I said this when they lost to the fucking Sixers, and I've been every single time, if y'all are in Discord and y'all listen to me, I say it routinely at the 3-minute mark or 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. Take him out the game, bro. I get that he may have been valuable. I'm not saying he doesn't add anything, but in these scenarios, he cannot be on the floor. You're doing him and everybody else a disservice.
Low, why doesn't Lonnie Walker close games?
I don't know
I
why.
was just saying that. I was
That's a
just
good
saying I'd
question.
rather have Lonnie Walker
And
and
low, to
Because
add to
because
your
because
point, real
he's
quick,
not as good
like
as the
the
rest.
fact that he was playing tremendous defense in the fourth quarter, but like to me
He played
personally,
great defense.
it doesn't justify like the spacing problems and everything that he's doing negatively offensively for me to just leave him in there. Like that's like when I see that and I weigh those two out, one weighs the other like much more to me. So like I'd much rather have a guy like Lonnie Walker out there like closing that game in particular. Russ still had a good game. It's just what he does naturally in terms of his negativity on the offensive end is just bad.
A lot of this energy should be shifted at Rob Pelinka, by the way.
And December
Can
15th
I
is
say
when
something,
next
please?
Goods. I'm trying to bring you up because I know Wes doesn't need to be the only one defending Russ out here. I'm trying
Just
to.
No.
low
I'm here to
co-host
defend
me
Russ
real
Give me a
quick so this
second.
nigga can come up.
Go ahead, go Bells. Go ahead.
Or
Bells.
Goods.
Yo. Okay. First off, I just want to say this, and I think somebody else said it earlier. I think it was Real Talk. I'm not sure, but yeah, like don't blame Russ for this, man. Like I understand the spacing issue was there. First off, he scored 3 of their I think all of their buckets in OT. I'm not sure if he did.
3 or
I think he
4.
scored
3 or 4.
3 or 4 of the buckets in OT.
No,
Yes,
3.
spacing.
3 out of the 4. But go ahead, my fault.
yes, I do think his spacing was an issue, but I do think it would not have been much of a problem if Braun and AD had more of their legs. Meant they would have been more mobile on the offensive end to try different things.
But
I
AD
think
couldn't
that
get the ball because of the spacing with Russ on the floor. Is what we're saying. Like it had nothing to do with his legs at the end of the day. Like if
No, they
AD,
were tired,
Nah,
Joe.
that nigga
They
was tired.
okay.
Bro,
Obviously,
LeBron burned
obviously they
10
were
seconds
gassed.
on that last
Hold
shot.
up.
they're
That's what I'm saying.
they weren't making
Obviously
too
they're
much of an
gassed. But
effort
I'm
to
saying,
get the ball.
hold up,
Hold
hold
up.
up,
Hold
hold
nigga,
up.
up.
Bro,
LeBron.
this is
But go ahead, my bad. Go ahead,
hold on,
finish
hold on.
up.
This is the fucking issue right
Let me
now,
finish.
bro.
Let me finish.
You niggas
Let
are
me finish,
blaming
man.
Russ for
Oh my god.
I'm
LeBron
not.
and fucking Anthony Davis
We're
being
not even
tired in
I'm not
blaming
overtime.
them
blaming
though.
Russ. I'm
No
not
one's
What are
No
we
one's
blaming
no
blaming
Russ.
one's
talking
him.
about,
blaming
bro?
I'm
Russ.
saying he
No
shouldn't
No
one's
be
one's
on
What are
the
we
blaming
blaming
Russ.
talking
Russ.
about,
floor. He
bro?
should not be on the
No
floor.
one is
And
blaming
the
Leadership
niggas
is
are
Russ.
saying Russ
Ralph
shouldn't be on the
Palinka.
floor. The
He
only
was
reason
No,
on
they
the
he
got him
shouldn't.
team.
again was
No.
because he was on
That's
the floor.
Yes. In transition, yes, he was scoring a lot of the points and he was getting a lot of people involved. Yes,
And he
but
was the
then in the
main one
last
guarding
3 minutes of the game,
Tatum.
and into overtime, when the game slows down in half court, he's a liability. He's a
That's
liability off the
so
ball. And we saw
stupid. Who would you
hold
rather there?
up.
Who would you rather there?
A
No, no,
Lonnie.
shooter.
no, no.
Lonnie
I
What
think
Walker.
was
I
Yes,
Lonnie?
think
I'd rather
What
have
was
Lonnie
Lonnie
Walker
doing?
on
Bro,
the
Somebody
floor.
bro,
tell me
Yes.
we
Lonnie's
need
numbers
to
right now.
shift.
Okay, hold up,
I'd
hold up,
rather
hold up,
Bron
hold up,
complete
hold up.
out on
Can y'all
Russ,
let me
not on
speak? Can y'all
him.
That's
let
Wait,
me
so
speak? Can
weird,
y'all
bro.
let me speak? Can y'all let me speak? Please. Okay. One, I want to say this. The offense wasn't the issue the last 3 minutes of the game. The real issue was
It was
their
the
defense.
It
defense.
The
was the
fact that they could
transition
not guard those
defense.
people.
They were tired.
That
They were
had
they
to
were
Yes,
tired going
LeBron
back.
also. Yes, LeBron also wasn't switching. I can't. Yes, I understand that. I
LeBron
so
out there
understand. It was a
pulling
lot. It was
dumbass
more than Russ,
threes. Like what
obviously.
the fuck?
let me finish. That was by far the main issue, nothing else. I'm going to continue to say that because we all know with this Lakers team, no matter who you put on the floor, you cannot consistently rely on their offense. They have to live on the defensive side of the ball. They did not defend in those last minutes. That's why Marcus Smart got an open three. He was getting bully ball layups on Austin Reeves, whatever he wanted. That was on their defense. Don't blame Russ for the offensive part, right? Like I said, in OT, he did some things that were actually good. Yes, did they close up the court on him? Yes. But like I said, I do think if the other players had more legs, they could find better ways to get open instead of just standing in one place. AD, we just talked about him struggling to even walk. If he wanted the ball, if he could get the ball in different areas, not just the low post, but also the high post, he could have ran up to that area and called for it. But he could not do that because partly the strong side thing. And Lowe called this out earlier. I 100% agree. I don't know why Westbrook was on the strong side. That was his fault. Should have been the dunkers, in my opinion. But also, he just didn't have legs. And I think that's what it came down to. The Lakers were just tired. That has to do with a roster construction issue because there is no reason why Russ, Braun, and AD should have played the entire fourth quarter in OT with no fucking legs. That is the biggest issue at the end of the day. But for me, this entire game, I don't know why people are so angry. The process part, although the Lakers lost, process-wise, it was perfect. They shut down the Celtics when they needed to shut them down. They showed that a lineup that could actually work and help them win games, and they showed a bunch of their weaknesses that they could easily
Go
fix
Bells.
through certain parts. What?
Go Bells. You're right, and that's kind of the reason why. Like at the end of the day, we said this from the first month. The issue was like roster construction and what this team has. But the thing is, this was the best version. Well, from that screenshot where Lowe has, that was the best version of what the Lakers have. And it's unfortunate because this game, similar to how the Sixers game was last, like I think a week ago,
Last Friday, yes.
last Friday, it came down to just like small, minute details that just had to be corrected. And for this team that doesn't have as much leniency to be competitive this year and doesn't have as much they have a lot to them to deal with. Like games
They
like
don't have
this,
a lot of margin of error.
yeah, they're much, yeah.
And guess what? And this is what I'm gonna tell you. Their main issue, we all know what it is. People are going to bring out Russell Westbrook spacing in the fourth quarter. No, their main issue was how they started today's game or how they started the game in Philly. Them boys stunk it up. That starting lineup stinks. It stinks, bro. Patrick Beverly, I've
Good
given
Lord,
that
Patrick
I've
Beverly. Oh
I've
my!
given that dude
I
Yo,
respect
Beverly
don't
trying
know
to get
why.
traded,
I don't
bro.
know
so
why
many
Beverly
he is
trying to get
years.
still.
traded, man.
He needs to be gone, bro. Pat
He
Bev does
needs to
not need
be
to
in
be there,
China.
bro.
But
He needs to be out of the NBA, not
he has
not
to,
off the Lakers. He needs to be out the league.
Nigga,
Whose
he
fault
is
was
the
whose fault was what I said in the jumbotron?
he's
Whose
actually the
fault was
worst
that?
starter in the NBA.
Whose
Like
fault was that? That was
I
Zero,
genuinely
right?
believe that. Right?
Zero needs to
No,
be
no,
taken
that's
out of
that's
the game
LeBron.
for
Wait,
We
that,
we
hold,
bro.
we are
Hold
clowning this
on,
nigga
bro,
too.
clowns,
bro,
man.
bro, we are fucking
Wes.
clowns,
I
man.
don't think anyone in the space is blaming Russ. I don't know if they are, but I feel like majority is not.
We aren't.
I
He
think the
shouldn't even
only
have been
thing
benched.
the only thing. Oh, he's gone. All right, the only thing we were saying was that especially when the Celtics defense just treated him like Ben Simmons in the playoffs, essentially, and we're like, screw it, we're gonna literally just completely start, not even attempt to do it. Is the only time we're saying, okay, probably that defensive shift, maybe Lonnie should be there. But to the point, even before that, yes, the Lakers offense, it literally relies on pretty much just a pick and roll between LeBron, AD, sometimes Russ and AD. Hopefully, those two can generate the offense. There's not much offense, and they're asked to do so much that by the time the fourth quarter comes around, they're not playing defense. It's not excusable. It's just the roster. You need to find other ways for them to just get rest on the court or not be on the court the whole time. But when the Celtics made,
But when you say shit like that,
yeah,
you basically said their only offense is Russ and AD, LeBron and AD. In that fucking game, bro, and especially in overtime,
Austin Reeves about to
towards the end of the fourth
dunk
quarter in
this shit.
overtime, it just was heavy fucking ISO.
100%.
Those two,
Choppy.
LeBron and AD. LeBron started chucking fucking
100%.
threes
You're
like he
absolutely
does
right.
all the time,
There's a
Bro,
weird
and that
it's a
shit
bro,
weird
pisses
thing.
me
It's a
off.
weird thing where they go away from the pick and roll, and I think it's because they're tired and it's not
it,
excusable. They should do what works. Like I low tweet
it,
this out earlier. Pick and rolls are the most effective. It's stupid. We all of us are probably screaming at the screen saying,
dude,
why are we not running pick and roll? Why are we doing a bullshit offense on the high post? LeBron looking, no
listen,
one's moving, holding the ball. We all look at that.
They literally should
Completely
have
agree
at
with you,
the end of
goods.
the game. At the end of the
listen,
game when LeBron took that ill-advised shot, they should have called timeout, ran LeBron pick and roll.
100%.
Like
bro,
But
that
they
bro,
literally
don't.
would
Hey,
have
But
created your
Can
even
we all
LeBron
point.
doesn't
shift
do
our
that.
bro,
hate
listen
towards
to me.
Rob Pelinka now, though? Like, please.
okay.
We
Real quick,
should.
making this.
We
Hey,
should.
make.
Bro. I feel
Hey,
like
But
you
I
guys.
feel like
Like,
everybody
Wait.
knows that.
You guys are going. You
bro,
guys are further.
bro,
Everybody's
This
attacking the
happened in the
players,
bro,
Philly
and it's
game.
not on them, man.
This happened in the
bro.
Philly game, and this happened this game. AD got to make his free throws, bro. I don't care. You are the
100%.
superstar.
Bro,
You make those free throws.
hey, hey,
It's
good,
zero
good.
excuse. He misses
110%.
two.
I agree.
Hey, good.
I agree. I
Hey,
agree, but I
hey.
also want to say this, bro. It for me it is more about the process than near the end. They got to play better. I'm worried about that because I know down the line in the future, I know Anthony Davis can make his free throws. If they keep starting off like this, where they are down 20, they have to keep on coming back with that same lineup of Westbrook, Austin Reeves, Braun, Troy Brown Jr. and AD, or Lonnie Walker and AD, whatever. They got to keep coming back with these bench units because their starting unit is so bad. It doesn't matter. That free throw stuff does not matter to me right now.
Gobi. They
100%.
always start in a hole
That was
every single
Because they
game
start the
with
worst
those two
player
Wait,
in
can
the
I say
league.
something? Can I say something? Because I think
Go
it
for it.
brings up an interesting point, a good segue. Because now we talk about, well, how can the Lakers improve from this? Can they even improve from this? And it's really interesting because
A trade?
no matter how much you want to say he's held them back at times, Russ has very clearly been a part of the Lakers like turnaround, on both ends, this last like week or two, right? But it's so interesting because he's also hurting them in a lot of ways, as in the same way he's helping them. So I don't know. It like, are you still making like a Pacers trade, like with Buddy
The
Hield and
Pacers
Miles
won't
Turner?
do it
Like,
anymore. The
like
Pacers
how?
won't do it anymore.
No, I'm
Sadly.
saying even if it's available, like,
That
would you
Jakob
even?
Oh,
Pertl
if it's
trade
Hey,
available,
available?
go
That
Bell.
Jakob
that
Pertl
Change
that
your
trade
trade
name
makes
right
available?
no
quick.
sense
now.
because it
Is
puts
that
more
Jakob
playmaking
Pertl
in the
trade
hands
available?
of. Hold on.
I'm gonna
That
keep my name.
Nah, change your
Sorry.
name right now,
Is
nigga.
that Jakob
No,
Pertl trade
hold
available?
on. That trade makes no sense because it leaves all the playmaking basically in LeBron's hands.
Yeah, that's
Buddy
my
Which
whole
is
Hield
point.
is
fine.
not
Goods, there's
Which is
not a
playmaking for
fine.
you.
Goods. That's my whole point. There's not a trade out there that
Yo,
like
if you
is gonna
niggas get
fix
if you
any
No,
of the
niggas
Lakers
it
like
has to
positive
be a
issues.
marginal
if these
trade
niggas
for a
get
win, bro.
That
Jakob
means you
That's
don't
Pertl,
it.
trust AD as well as a
if these
playmaker too.
niggas
And
get
I think
Jakob
and
Pertl, I will
and
throw up, bro. I'll
and
throw up.
also, bro, like although I don't want to say this, I don't want to put all the onus and give all Westbrook the credit. But Anthony Davis, Westbrook also has a lot to do with Anthony Davis playing like he is. Their chemistry, their bond together is really helping AD. Then when he's on the court with AD, they play solid, and it helps Anthony Davis. So for me, you don't trade Russ in this situation. You try to find a way.
But go
Other
Bells.
pieces.
Could I just interject with this?
Other way.
I do agree that he
Go
does.
Bells, change your fucking name,
Yeah.
nigga.
Go
No.
Bells. I
What's wrong with
do
his
agree. Hold up. I do agree that he does. Like Russ has enhanced AD's like finish or play finishing ability, but also just with how AD's been playing as a play finisher, it's like pretty much you can just plug in a good amount of people and he'll still maintain.
No.
No,
We're
the
not
way-
saying that because
No,
we see
Russ has
What
been
is
dropping
because
off dimes in his
No,
ass.
that's not
That's
even.
what
it's
we're
That's
not the
talking
same.
about.
as
It's
no.
much
not.
I'm not gonna let Cher get off that dumb take. The
Go
Lakers
Bells,
don't have a
change your
single.
name.
The Lakers don't have a single nigga on that court who I'm trusting to make a pass to AD besides Russ and LeBron. There's no
Yeah.
way you tried to get that shitty ass takeoff,
But
bro.
but even
There's no way.
trading like the whole trade package right now is just mute at this point because you might as well just wait
Nigga
until
said
next.
Lonnie Walker and Troy Brown.
Yo,
You
Ash,
throw
You
it's
have
not
post
even
for what
that,
passes,
the
dog.
Lakers
Are we
have right
serious?
now.
It's not even
There's
that neither.
there's no trade that's gonna put them over the edge to be a championship team this season.
Nigga said
Just
Patrick
It's
Beverly's gonna
Hey,
throw
not
over the
even
top.
the
like
If
pass.
no.
if there's no
It's
trade,
it's
31
not
to
the
if
pass,
5.
there
bro.
if
It's
there's
not the
no
31
pass.
trade
to
It's not the
available,
5.
pass.
then if there's no trade, then what do they do now? Because
I
Well,
think that's
it's
They're
everybody,
not
if
really
they're gonna
not
keep
even.
coming up,
If
then
you
everybody's gonna be frustrated about.
I actually no.
if you
That's exactly what I
Trey
said.
Pat
That's
that.
If
exactly.
you watch this game, bro, you
Hold
need
on,
to
hold on,
get
real
a
quick, real quick.
ring.
This is exactly what I said. I
Nigga
said this.
said he wanted Patrick Beverly
Wait,
lobs, bro. Are we
Oh,
serious?
nigga, it's not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
that.
look,
I mean,
yeah.
I would
Pat
say
Bev
for
has
some
to
reason
get
you
off
don't
this
watch the
team.
games, so
I'm
I don't
gonna
think it would
keep it
help.
a beam with y'all, bro. I just rewatched that fourth quarter in overtime, bro. That nigga LeBron is cooked defensively, bro. It's fucking finished.
He's cooked,
You
bro.
said that's what
I
I told
I
you.
And
told you, Dad, let
and
bring
what's
7 years old. I spot in the fucking
is
room right now. What?
what's crazy is I know for a fact that he like he missed a couple of rotations, but watching it, even there's like a Grant Williams 3 that Grant Williams just so happened to miss that he just left them open for. What's the
Grant
coach?
Williams
What's
sucks.
the
Oh, you mean the one
assistant?
from above the break at the right wing, right?
Yeah.
The
What's
short
the
arm,
coach
yeah.
for the Lakers that was also helping LeBron? I mean, helping Kobe train.
Bill Handy.
Phil Handy is on the bench, like yelling and upset at LeBron because he's not like he just stopped playing defense midway through. LeBron for a good portion of that fourth quarter and overtime, all he had to do was just corner sit in the half court and then play transition defense. He didn't even do that.
It's the same thing that happened to Pacers too. It's the same thing happened to Pacers in that run. LeBron just doesn't.
Low, it's
He
not
just
even
stops
that.
playing defense.
Nigga,
And
so
again,
Bro, this
I
he was getting
get that the
blown by
nigga is
JT
in
as
year
well too. Like
20 and he's
6'8" Ja
49
Morant.
years old. I get that.
I'm
But
not trying to hit that low because the niggas out here
6'8",
windmilling and shit, bro.
6'8"
Hey,
Ja Morant, man.
like, bro.
6'8" Ja Morant.
What
okay,
does
I
a
ain't
windmill got to
gonna
do with your
lie. If you
lateral
expect
Lakers
to
are in a
get LeBron,
conundrum that they
But
can't.
no
What does a
cap.
windmill
The
have to do with
defense.
your
but the
lateral
thing is,
quickness?
I don't know why people are acting so surprised. It's a given. The nigga's old as
yeah,
hell.
I'm
I
not.
know, but KB, if you go, because it was remember that time when Tatum just took him off the
Yeah, I know
dribble
where
and
he
we were
blew
like,
by
yeah.
him, right? Yeah, I know what you're
But
talking about.
there's another one where Marcus Smart just takes him off the dribble and then AD has to help and leaves Grant Williams wide open for a corner three. There's another one where
Oh wait, below. I feel like that one was because like Reeves got clipped on the screen, so like he was just literally
but
down on the ground.
you still
Rotate.
still get better resistance and rotate though.
Yeah, I
But
think
I mean,
they were all pretty
no,
slow
LeBron.
like coming
The
back.
worst one,
He's
the
tired,
worst
bro.
one by far.
No, because Cher's
He's
trying to
tired,
like
man. Tell him.
No, they were
AD,
legitimately
not
slow.
AD,
Like
excuse me.
everybody was
Don't
really
cake for
slow
this
coming
nigga,
back.
No,
please.
stop. I understand what you're saying. Reeves got clipped, but LeBron he's
about to make
actually
me
he's the
stick up,
first
man.
player
It's
back.
crazy.
He was already back already. LeBron was already back. He got in front of him, and all it took was just a Marcus Smart crossover, and he already got beat. It wasn't as if like LeBron is like still semi backpedaling. No, he was already there. He was there, and Marcus Smart did a simple cross, and he got by him. If you want to argue that Marcus Smart had momentum because it's in transition, fine, but the resistance that he gave just wasn't enough. If anything, you just give simple resistance for Marcus Smart to try to get a Marcus Smart layup with him while LeBron is semi defending him rather than a wide open three from Grant Williams. Like that's just common sense. But while Marcus Smart is in transition, steps all the way up to the 3-point line to try to defend him, knowing that if he knows he ain't got good enough legs to retreat, like it's just bad defense. It's just bad defense. That doesn't even
He's
account
tired.
for him just quitting mid possession defensively and not following up with
Not rotating.
not rotating on this thing of Marcus Smart when he did a cross court cut. That doesn't even account for the lack of transition plays where LeBron just isn't picking up anyone. He's just not picking up anyone at all.
No, there's
So
even another play. There's even another play in semi-transition where Jason Tatum goes, like, they're in transition, they come down, they settle down in the half court. Jason Tatum just goes with a simple cross screen.
Yeah, I remember
LeBron
that
doesn't
play.
even rotate, like, nowhere. He stays on the right
nowhere,
side of
he
the
just
court.
Bro,
stays
his
there.
defense was
Wide
But
horrendous.
it's not even just the fourth quarter and overtime. Like you can notice it throughout the game. There's just a lot of possessions where LeBron will stay still. Like just watch him on some certain defensive possessions. Like I do it all the time. He'll just stay still, or he'll die on a screen, never recover in the rest of the possession, and never rotate it ever again.
Bro,
And
it's hilarious.
and
Hold on.
Cole
It's
continues
hilarious
to
to me
He's old,
when
bro.
wait,
That's
hold.
him.
Oh
It's
man.
hilarious to me when you see guys like they put Russ on Tatum instead of opting to put LeBron on Tatum. That just
Yeah,
shows
because
me.
But I'm
That
not
just
Are you
shows
expecting.
me.
wait,
I'm not
wait,
expecting
wait.
LeBron
So
to.
I'm
I'm not
about to
expecting
so
LeBron.
say, wait,
You want that man
let
to
me wrap
guard
this.
a
Let me wrap it
30-year-old
up
to
real quick.
guard that man?
Wait,
That's not.
let me wrap it up real quick. I'm
that's because
and again, because I know for a fact there's gonna be a bunch of LeBron fans who DM me telling me how old this nigga is. The point I'm making though is when it comes to LeBron, when y'all sit here and talk about these trades that need to be done, they also need to make trades to make up for whatever LeBron or whoever is lacking defensively as well. So it's not just a 3-point shooting problem. It's not just another
obviously.
ball handling problem. It's not another big, like AD is another big behind him problem. It's a wing problem. It's all of those problems, a depth problem.
And,
It's a lot
and
more
look,
problems. So when
can I
we sit here and
piggyback off
talk
of that? When you
about
finish?
what they need in return, the problem is that the Lakers are going to have to give up draft picks, and it's only going to address one, maybe two of their concerns, and that might
Hey,
not be enough to put them in the
Alex
position they
Burke,
need to be.
Alex
And
Burke
that's exactly why
knows
when the
Noel.
first week when people were saying, "Oh, this season might be over quickly" because they were looking bad, I was like, "Bro, yeah." As a fan, if you're a Laker fan, diehard Laker fan, this season is going to be horrible because they're not going to make a trade to consolidate for, like Lo just said, one specific area to get just maybe defensive wings or just maybe get a shooter because it's not going to be enough. And the ceiling for this team will probably be at best maybe a first round exit or possibly a second round exit at best, making a trade, trading Westbrook away. They're just gonna have to wait to the offseason, free up the books on their cap space, have picks to use, and go shopping in the offseason. But for right now, this is why, like you were talking about, Go Bells, where with a team with what's the word again? Ash, was it a low margin of error? They just have to capitalize off of games like this, and we see like the potential of this team at the end of the day with AD, Bron, and Westbrook. It's there. We clearly see
Nah,
it.
I don't. I disagree with that potential point because, like Lowe says,
This
like
nigga said potential.
this potential
No, what I'm
No,
based.
they have
No,
potential.
wait. Let me. This
Bro, they
We're
have
potential.
talking
potential. Look at, but wait,
This
hold on.
potential.
Look at
Wait,
how.
talking
I
about
didn't
the
even get to
ceiling, bro.
finish my point. You told me to
Oh
hold on.
yeah, go
This
ahead, Ash.
potential point is based off the idea of Bron and AD being
Wait, you're
damn
not gonna
near
bitch me like
perfect.
that.
Like, I'm
but
not trying
I'm
to finish it,
but
nigga. I'm just trying to finish my point. Damn.
You
Damn.
got that kind of stature? That's crazy.
Damn.
I
I
think
can't finish
Jimmy is
his
My
point.
bad,
perfect.
bro.
Go ahead, Ash. Damn.
I finished. The potential is based off
Man,
like
nobody
LeBron
give
and
a
AD
fuck.
playing with.
Okay, all right. This
So you just
y'all
said that
niggas
just to
going
say
okay. Y'all
nothing.
niggas
niggas
going
are
You just
not
He's
said
out of
nothing.
Yeah,
here.
Bro.
niggas getting
At the
niggas getting
end of the
sassy.
day,
He's out of here.
Yeah,
No,
at
Hey,
makes
real
the end
sense,
of the
quick,
day,
man.
Lakers got to
real
make
quick.
trades. AD got to hit his free throw.
Bro, look at how their defense was
Damn.
so fucking good in that fourth quarter. But they always put themselves in a fucking hole over and over and over, playing this bum ass nigga Patrick Beverly, who was traded over here to
Respect my
be a
Chicago
fucking
brother.
bulldog.
He
He
sucks.
is ass. He
Yo, can
can't
we?
guard anyone on this panel. He can't guard anyone of the listeners. He's
You
Oh,
fucking
wild.
that's not true.
terrible.
That's not true.
You
You
That's
got
not
wild.
Oh
true.
Dennis
wow.
Schroeder.
No, I
You
ain't
got
gonna
Dennis
lie.
You
I ain't gonna
Schroeder.
wild.
lie. Pat
He
Bev
can
defense.
definitely
Wait,
lock
he
up
ain't even play
AJ's
the fourth
bitch
You
quarter.
ass.
wild.
So.
He ain't even
I'm
play the
saying
fourth
right
quarter.
now, I'm cooking that nigga Pat Bev.
It
With
was
all
the
of my
fact that
heart, man.
he smoked 2 layups. That was crazy.
Bro, this
That shit
nigga
was
is
Back
funny,
to
bro.
back.
offensively.
That
He
He
shit
doesn't
was
give you
smoked
funny,
them
bro.
anything
I'm
back to
sorry.
back.
offensively. He doesn't give you anything defensively.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
He's
but
just
that shit
out
was actually
there.
funny, bro. You tell me.
Nigga damn near
Patrick
wins
Bev.
It's
it's so crazy because the way like again the Western
That just smoked
Conference
2
is
layups.
so
Bitch ass.
like compressed this year. Like all the Lakers need to do is just like I don't know. It's just
But they
interesting because
can't.
like
But they
Bro,
can't
they're
beat
his
any
still
face.
The
quality
best
teams,
guards are
bro.
hold
literally
on.
on the bench.
They
That
can't
is
beat
Face.
any good
terrible, bro.
They're
teams,
only trying to
bro.
last really
No,
long.
no, I know they're
Whoa,
terrible, but it's
bro,
like
no, they can beat the Suns. I given up on the
Anybody
Suns.
That's
Well,
can
not
beat
I
a
the
don't know.
good
Suns.
I don't know if the
team.
Anybody.
Suns are a
He
good
said
team
he
anymore.
said a good
yeah, they
team.
can. The
Hey, I
Suns
don't
lost
know
to
if
my
the
He
Suns
Rockets.
are
Shout
a
said
out,
a
shout out,
good
shout out,
team,
shout
and this
out,
nigga
shout
Hey,
said
out.
these
the
niggas
Suns.
is
Jalen,
defeating
the
the
Hey, the
best
Suns.
player in
Suns
his
might
class.
not be a good team
Sure.
anymore.
He said he's a good team, and then this
Hey,
nigga
Ash.
responded with
Hey,
the
Ash.
Phoenix
Does he
Suns.
know, Ash?
Does
Hey,
he know?
Ash. Does he know?
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo, Ash.
Yo!
Hey, Ash. Does he know, nigga?
Is he
'Cause
aware?
did he
I ain't gonna
just
lie.
see? Did he just see
Ever
what
since Bridges made fun
Mikael
of,
Bridges did there?
Nigga
ever
said,
since no,
did you niggas wait?
Bridges
Time
scammed a
out,
lot of
Did
time
you
out.
dudes.
Did
see
you
what they?
Bridges
did
scammed a
you
Ash,
lot of
did
niggas
you
dudes.
see
see what
Mikal
Jalen Green
Bridges
did to
box
these
score today?
niggas?
No, Jalen, yeah,
Did y'all see
Jalen's,
Mikal's box score today?
Did you see that?
yeah, Jalen
Hey, I
is the
don't know. You've
future.
been watching Suns basketball
What has he
recently.
been watching, bro?
Hey, that nigga Zion treated that nigga like that. Zion treated them like a play-in team,
Yeah,
nigga.
he had them gripping the sheets. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas said the
Hey,
Phoenix
do
Suns.
you know? Hey, I don't know if you seen Chris Paul lately. Hey, but that nigga is done, nigga.
Oh man. Oh
Hey,
god.
that nigga DeAndre Ayton was looking like Kwame Brown tonight,
And
boy.
don't get me started about number
I don't
3.
know.
Don't get me started about number 3.
You fake
Started
humble,
on
fake
that
humble,
nigga.
fake humble.
Nah,
Oh
man.
God.
4 for
We're not talking
24?
about CP0, man. He's cooked. That nigga
Hold
good
on,
Nah,
guy
wait.
bro.
university.
Mikel was 4
He's
for
the fucking
24.
captain.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's the
Yo,
retroactive
Mikael
stats.
was getting them up tonight, boy.
yo, I
Who
cannot
let him
lie to you, bro.
shoot?
These
Bro, it's the
boys,
What
retroactive
was he? What was he
Kardashian
like?
Who
One of
curse,
let him
bro.
16?
Devin
yo,
Booker didn't play tonight.
I knew they were
So
cooked when
Mikhail
they
had
let
the
This is how
ultimate
Jabari.
they
green
act.
light. Yeah,
This is
Mikhail
how
had
they
the
Mikael
act.
ultimate
got the
green
green
light
light
like
when he
that.
not playing.
Bro, I knew they were cooked when they let Jabari Smith Jr. shoot over 50% from the field. That's when you knew they
Your
were
Hey,
team
cooked.
let that
Shut the.
happen
Yeah,
too, though.
hold on. We're gonna stop. We gonna
There's no
stop
way.
that
Wait,
shit.
there's no
We gonna
way a
stop that shit.
Thunder fan is in here talking
We
I'm
about
about
Oh
to
this.
say.
my
we gonna
Talking
god.
stop
about
that
get to
shit.
cooking
We
this
gonna
nigga.
stop that shit because Jabari, you hold on, niggas was
He
talking
wasn't
The
shit
talking
about
like
resident
Jabari,
Houston
Jabari was
fan
cooking
and
his
is.
team.
now he's hooping, and now everyone was saying, oh, this nigga, he's ass. No. That nigga's him. Held Giannis to 16 on 17
Clutch.
shots. Come on now, like respect
He
my guy.
would be the Thunder's second best player, by the way.
I
Yeah,
ain't
So
gonna lie.
niggas talking about like they got Ashton Kutcher with playmaking over that 18. Please relax, bro.
Hey, yo,
Relax.
if y'all know like an artist or someone who can draw, please let me know. I need the graduating class of Goodyear University
of
this year,
Bro,
GD.
man.
Jabari Smith and Josh
Yeah.
Giddey. Bro, there is no way we're not
Hey,
getting
I need that.
another
Bro.
one of these.
I'm paying somebody top dollar to draw that for me,
Wait,
boy.
Lo,
You
you need
need a
someone. You
graphic
need someone
designer?
to draw LeBron the cap and gown.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
I need a nigga to put LeBron the cap and
LeBron and
LeBron's the
Chris
gown
class
on.
Paul.
president,
LeBron
bro.
and
I ain't
Cause
Chris
gonna lie.
his
Paul.
And
defense
James Harden.
he's
Okay.
teaching he's teaching the class
Okay.
Nah,
on defense right now, boy.
this is
He
Yo,
teaching
Ash,
that
crazy.
yo,
defense
Ash.
class, boy.
I'm not gonna lie, that banana boat looks finished right now, man.
Lo,
Now,
you need a
LeBron and Chris
They
Paul,
are
them two
done, bro.
boys.
Lo, you
Not
need
You
a
all.
know, that
LeBron
banana
Lo, you need
boat
a
LeBron
is
is
graphic
teaching
designer?
that defense class, man. He teaching that
Both
defensive
he
class.
Yeah,
teaching that
both
that
sons.
banana
they're
boat is
Hey, yo,
they're
I
rocking
ain't gonna
done.
lie, bro.
right before our
Bro,
eyes.
They're
Jordan
done.
Poole and GTU as well, bro. Jordan Poole and GTU, bro.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
you're a
Jordan
bitch.
Poole
I
might
just want to
actually
let
be
you
no
know that.
cap.
No,
Lo,
no.
Lo, you need a graphic
Hey,
designer?
I need somebody who know how to draw.
Nigga
I mean,
tried
I
to
guess
say
a graphic
Jordan Poole.
designer
Have
might do
some
it.
damn shame. Your
But
entire
I ain't gonna lie,
organization's in
bro.
GDU. How about that?
It's a couple of niggas who in GDU this year, man. It's a
you
couple of
You
niggas.
Wait, we
killed
talk.
it right
Wait,
now.
Curry,
wait, we
I'm
talking
gonna
about
Curry,
DM you,
CP3?
bro.
man.
I'm gonna DM you,
I'm
bro.
not gonna
Oh,
lie,
number
Curry,
11
man.
in Golden State made a reappearance tonight.
Yo, you be
They acted like he just fucking graduated or something.
Goods, are you
Oh,
You
speaking?
failed,
yo,
bitch. Get back in class,
hold
nigga.
on, man.
Good.
Yo,
I know
Nah,
you're
that's
not talking
crazy.
with the
Goods,
guy on
are
the
you
Lakers.
talking?
I'm talking.
I know you're not
No
talking with that
way.
number 0 that should be in GDU,
Yeah,
bro. I
fuck
Hold
it.
Woo!
on. Wait a minute. Hold
After
on.
that stinker he just put up?
hey,
No, come on.
I ain't gonna lie,
That
you,
wasn't
bro.
even a stinker, bro.
Nigga, this class is this a talented
This
class.
a crazy time. This a talented ass
This
class
is a
right now,
historic
bro.
class.
Like Chris
Shit,
Paul,
shit,
LeBron
shit.
James,
Scotty
like
Barnes? Damn.
Scotty Barnes.
Sure, I
think
don't
I
know
think
why
it's
you're laughing. RJ
Yo,
Barrett
the
been there since
talent
the
is through
start
the
Yo,
of
RJ
roof
could have
on
went.
Bad.
He
GDU,
could have dropped
boy.
out.
Yo,
RJ
good new
Barrett been there since
A
he
university,
started
Knicks
his
fans
man.
season,
in here
sir.
laughing
No,
at this, by the
RJ is
way.
dropping out,
Nah,
bro.
RJ Barrett damn
Nah,
near
RJ been
valedictorian.
there,
He
bro.
valedictorian. He
Nigga
ain't
said
No, he's
RJ is
dropping
dropping
out,
out.
Nigga,
bro.
RJ
Nah,
Barrett's an
nigga,
honorable
RJ
He's
student. What are
failing
you
his
saying right
classes,
now?
bro. He's gotta
Nah,
get a
nah.
GED.
No,
RJ,
no.
RJ
Ayo,
RJ,
Barrett's
share,
getting
Nah,
an
ayo,
hell
share.
He's
nah.
honorable
getting
RJ, the
mention,
one
my
who
nigga.
has
Hey,
the group
share,
meet,
that
he's
nigga
failing his
all the
classes, bro.
share,
exams, the
He
share.
quizzes. Nah.
Ayo, share. That nigga got a bunch of mail from GDU, boy.
no,
Niggas say full scholarship, full
Hey, that
ride.
nigga
Just pay for your.
acceptance letter came
bro,
in
bro,
early, nigga.
bro. All I'm saying is this. Listen. You know what's crazy,
Yo.
bro?
Woo.
You know what's crazy? In the last
Woo.
week, he's been ditching class, bro. Dude. He look like he's
Nah,
about to
that
quit.
Man,
nigga, hey, yo, that
He's
no,
nigga's
been
there
ditching
bright and
class
no.
early,
recently,
boy.
bro.
Don't
I'm
worry
just
about
saying.
it.
I'm not gonna lie, that nigga's on a full ride
Hey,
scholarship,
you see
man.
that 27
Oh,
yesterday?
man.
He's there.
You see that
He's
27
there,
yesterday?
man.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
His
That
man.
shit doesn't.
Wait. Y'all keep talking about these niggas. We have yet. Lil, did you know I'm already writing number 11's acceptance letter from Atlanta? I'm already starting to
Oh,
write
that,
that
oh
shit
my
down.
God. Oh
Oh,
my God.
oh
I'm starting to
no.
write that shit down.
Hey, yo, that nigga,
Young
oh my
GDU
God. That nigga
star.
out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
yo, that
nigga.
nigga out here,
Yeah.
bro. He got enough bricks that can build up another stadium in Buckhead, bro. That nigga crazy. Hey, yo, hey, that man is outrageous, boy.
Ah man, I'm
Woo,
building. I'm
boy.
I'm already riding that shit for
Hey,
him,
what
bro.
about Kawhi? What about Kawhi?
No,
Nah,
he
Nah,
Suspended
might be
Kawhi's
that
coming
trying
nigga.
back.
to.
He might be
Kawhi's trying
coming
to drop
back.
He
out.
suspended
Kawhi's
because
trying
Yo,
to
he
drop
didn't
out.
notice.
Ash, I
Woo!
have a guy with me, man. I'm dragging him by the knuckles, bro. Number one in Golden State, man. That
Oh,
guy
you
is
cooking?
on his way.
Oh
You cooking?
no.
You cooking?
I'm bringing him, man. I ain't
Woo!
gonna lie. I got
Speaking
his
of
papers
Golden
already,
State,
bro. He
You got
probably
to
what
pulled
bring
up the
half the
application.
Warriors
that
team.
game
I can't
yesterday?
lie to you.
After tonight's performance, Steph is
Yeah,
definitely
what
on
was
that
that?
list.
What was that tonight?
Yeah,
What the fuck
niggas
was
want to
going
talk
Talk
on
my favorite
about
there?
player, man. Let's talk.
talk
Wait.
about it.
Them niggas getting
Since
tech
niggas,
after tech,
no,
bro.
since
What the
niggas want to
fuck?
get on my favorite player, man. Let's talk about your favorite player. Nah, come on. What we doing, man? What are we doing? Come on. We don't want
Hey,
to have this discussion, man.
real quick, talking
Why
about
are we
favorite
just letting
players.
D Book slide like that?
Oh
Hey,
wait, no. D-Book's been
Nah,
cooking.
D-Book's
Ooh,
still a
D.
good guy. He just on a
No,
shitty team with a bunch of
no,
80
No, he's a bunch of.
no.
He's around GDU guys. Like he's got
Yeah,
GDU.
GDU guys. See, listen.
Wait, GDU
Listen.
guys
So they're like
like
a bad
are the
influence,
No,
like.
Kardashians?
This is
They're the
what it
bad
is. This is
influence.
what it is. Chris Paul, he's right now, he's teaching the class of how to deflate your team, right? And he's doing an amazing job of doing
Chris
that. Like,
Paul
Don't
wrote the
forget,
curriculum.
don't forget
He wrote the
arrogancy.
curriculum.
he
Lowers the
runs the
Don't forget,
base.
curriculum.
don't forget teaching them how to be arrogant as well. Don't forget.
Yes. So when you have a guy like that, of course, D Book, he's not gonna succeed. He's got an A+ student on his fucking team.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
Mikel
see.
Bridges and DeAndre Ayton are also full rides as well. I just want to leave that.
Oh,
Hey,
oh my God.
They are. They
If
are.
somebody know an
No,
artist,
stop. They
please let me
are.
know, bro.
Don't do DA like that, bro. Don't do DA
Law,
like that.
What do you
I'm a
don't do DA? He does it to himself. Like,
Come on now.
DeAndre
Come on now.
Ayton only shows
Don't
up
disrespect
against
my man like that.
level some shit centers, man. When 80's in the building, nigga shivers, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? That's a lie.
damn.
Low, I'm a
That's
DM you, my
lie.
guy.
And
Yeah,
also,
DM,
That's
also,
DM me.
lie.
I gotta go, but
Lo, I just want to
yo,
say,
please DM me
if
because
situations
That's
count,
lies.
Good Duke
situations count.
University is up this.
Oh
Jason
wait.
Tatum against the Warriors is
Yo,
a good dude.
shout out to
I'm
Tatum
just
too.
saying.
Shout out to
I'm just
Tatum, bro.
saying.
He
Yeah,
doing
shout
his
out
thing.
to
Mid
Playing
off.
like prime Kobe,
Real,
nigga.
He's
real
under
Nah.
hooper.
surveillance, Low. He's under surveillance.
Nah, but shout out to Tatum, bro.
He
Nah.
does need to do it
He's
against
You know
under.
what's
Portland.
crazy?
Shout
He's
out
under
What's crazy?
surveillance.
The Celtics
Yo,
got 8 and 24
Ash,
Kobe,
I'm
bro.
just
Shit
saying,
is crazy,
when he's
man.
in San Francisco, he feels the spirit,
Wait,
man.
listen. Wait, before we go. The next time, me and MZ were talking about this. If Tatum does this shit again, January 25th, whatever them niggas play, some shit like that. He do this shit again, put up another national stink fest.
I can't, bro. I can't, bro.
It will be over for that nigga,
Wiggins
and I
is
will
his
take him
daddy,
off the
ladies and
top
gentlemen.
10
He
list
is
Dude,
after this.
GDU
bro,
baller.
the
You gonna
Warriors
take him
suck on
off
the
the
road.
top 10 list? Nah,
Yes,
that's
The
because it
Warriors
means he
suck on the
doesn't
road,
show up when
bro.
the
No, they
All I'm
lights.
do
saying.
got that nigga numbers,
It
though.
means
Bro,
he doesn't
this
show up
nigga,
when the lights
this
are at
nigga
its
The
sounds like
brightest.
Warriors
Aiken,
suck on
man.
the
They do
road,
Oh no,
got
bro.
no,
that.
no, no. Ash your cookie.
Okay, all
Ash
right.
your
I
cookie.
gotta. Y'all have time.
Nigga getting outplayed by Klay Thompson on
No, no.
Okay,
Prime
all
I was
right, yo,
I was
yo,
watching that
y'all
game,
gotta host
and
your
I was
own
like,
room, man.
bro,
Y'all
is
gotta host
he?
your own room. I gotta go.
Shut up, monkey.
This
I
nigga.
gotta go, man. I gotta go. Unfortunately, I gotta go, man.
Oh, this nigga here.
Yeah, I know.